Hey folks, this is Matt aka Slash and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program version 0.24. The time has arrived and we are, you'll note, no saved games going on. We are starting a new career mode game. Science mode is basically what the last version was affording us, but now we are in career mode. So we're just going to jump right in with game save default. I'm making air quotes at the microphone. Alright, look at that. Alright, so what do we got here? These are, I guess, our monies, our funds. We've got 10,000 something or others. This is our reputation, which seems to be right here in the neutral range. We've got the actual timer down here going. We've got our science points accumulated. What do we got up here? We got our active contracts. We've got something else going on. So we got the spaceplane hangar as usual, VAB, astronaut complex. Let's visit there first, actually. We should hire some guys here. Let's go for... Oh, Kerbal looks fantastic. Desfall seems pretty good. That'll be it for now. And let's go to the new building. Mission Control. Gene Kerman, looking quite dapper in his little outfit there. So, these are our available contracts that we can get. So, contract, launch a new vessel by the Kerbal World Firsts Record Keeping Society. As a consequence of achieving sudden combustion, a group of clerks visiting Kerbal World Firsts Record Keeping Society realized that nobody here seemed to be able to tell if we positively had no clue what to do next. So this is where you come in. We want you to launch a vessel to officially start off the space program. Gives you trivial prestige. Your objective is to launch a new vessel. You get some monies for advancing? I'm not sure what that means. Advance? Is that completion? You get more monies, you get some science, and you get some prestige, and if you fail, we take some money away from you, apparently. Well, we can certainly launch a vessel. That would be... I don't know how we would fail to launch a vessel, to be quite honest with you. So we will accept that contract. Set altitude record of 5,000 meters. Let's see. Seemed horrible, we were really out of ideas. It's true, though, that the way we would frequently be disproving awful theories on how we definitely couldn't come up with our next move was a big part of why. As you can imagine, this is why we're here. Briefings are weird. I don't understand what's happening here. But anyway, we want you to launch a new vessel to set a new altitude record of 5,000 meters. So achieve an altitude of 5,000 meters is our goal here. We can do that in our first flight for sure. Escape the atmosphere. The OK frequency at which we'd find ourselves undergoing rapid, unplanned disassembly was making a group of clerks at the Record Keeping Society feel definitely genius. That eventually made it clear that we were making very little progress towards finding out if being in zero-G really was as remarkable as it seemed. We want you to launch a vessel beyond the edge of the atmosphere 70,000 meters out into space. Gives you exceptional prestige. We need to reach space. I think we can do that too. I have every confidence in our team here. So they've given us some prestige just for accepting it, apparently. Or funds. They've given us some funds. Sorry, this is the prestige. They've given us some funds for accepting it. So that's good. So we'll close that. Let's go into the VAB and design our first vessel to breach the atmosphere. Let's call this... naming a vessel is always tricky. Let's call this the Scrooge McRocket. Because we want the money. Let's see, is there a mission flag? Oh, I guess we gotta pick the command pod first. Let's pick a mission flag that seems appropriate for wanting money. Oh look, NASA has a flag in here. That's kinda cool. Trees. What do we got? Kerman's Construe. I'm guessing on the Ker. It's Man's Construe. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, we'll use that one. Oh, wait, no, I like this one. Strutco. We'll use Strutco, even though we have no struts. So this command pod's all we've got. Fair enough. We've got some fuel tanks, a solid fuel booster, liquid fuel engine. We've got no control apparatus at all. We have one structural segment, no aerodynamic pieces, a parachute, that's kind of important. A science, we got well, let's put the snap on here. We've got an antenna, that's good to have. Now, that's interesting, does it turn it for you now? Like now it's pointing, the hatch is pointing this way. Wouldn't it normally point either away from us or towards us? Interesting. And of course we have no sub-assemblies. Okay, well I think what we'll do is we'll throw on a few of these. I think 3 should be sufficient. We'll throw a fuel engine on there. Let's get ourselves a girder to keep the solid rocket booster I'm about to add safely away from the vessel. Do that. And we'll throw a solid rocket booster on there like so. I'd like to try to get it as far down as I can. Is that on straight? That's on straight. I want it to try... We have no way of separating from our command pod. So I want to try to absorb the shock of landing with these parts as much as possible. And then let's go ahead and replicate this around. 4 times seems good. Let's give this a shot, shall we? It's gonna cost us 4,800 to build. We got 21,000. Piece of cake. Let's take her to the launch pad. Alright, here we go. Now what do we have here? Before we even get going, I wanna... Oh, geez. We don't want all this to go all at once. Hold on. The parachute goes last. Let's see. First we want the solid rocket boosters to go. We're just going to program it here on the launch pad. Don't worry about it. Solid rocket boosters there. Liquid fuel engine here. Once we've gotten some height. It'll be a little bit more efficient once we're up there a little bit further. Okay, I like that staging. That's good. That's good. Now what do we have up here? So this is telling us our funds. We've just spent some money launching this vessel, or getting this vessel to the launch pad. Prestige and science are both at 0. And here's our resources. Okay, we're familiar with that. Here's our contracts that we want to do. And this is still saying none. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get a crew report. Okay. And can I... don't fall off. Don't fall off. Okay, very good. EVA report. Flying over Kerbal shores. Yeah, sorta. Alright, board. Fantastic. Let's see if we can't transmit that. Let's watch our resources here. Electric charge. And, oh, not enough electric charge for the EVA. Okay, we gotta get going then. Let's just throttle all the way up. Doesn't really matter. SAS on. We've got SAS in here, even though we have no electric charge, so hopefully that's not a problem. These probably aren't going to charge us either, so we may have to do some manual flying. Anyway, oh, what happened here? You guys are supposed to be in your own stage. There we go. And launching in 3, 2, 1, launch! Whoa, we're off like a rocket. And we are careening slightly. Let's see. Oh, what? Look, we got one of our things here. Contract complete. Launch a new vessel. Launch confirmed. Success. Close that. Not enough. It's still trying to transmit that EVA report. So there we go. Launch a new vessel is done. Altitude record, we're going for 5,000 meters. Should be a piece of cake. Let's keep that up and watch it happen. And bonk. Altitude record set. Now we just have another 65,000 meters to go. Oh, we've tipped over quite a bit. Oh man. Okay, let's just let it settle down a little bit here. And aha! 2 data, done. Okay. We managed to actually send our information. Can we do another crew report? Flying over Kerbal shores. Let's transmit that. That's worth full value. Electric charge is going up because of the engines burning. Ah, fantastic. We're racking in the science. Look, 14 science already. And look at our funds. They've given us money. And our prestige has gone up a little bit too. So at this point, we're just trying to go more or less straight up. What does our trajectory look like here on the map? We're going definitely towards the water. Let's try going a bit west. And see if we can't manage to bring this down on land to recover most of the pieces. Because I think most of this stuff will blow up in the... Whoa! Okay, that's fun. Alright, let's just go straight up again. Aha! And what do we got for an apoapsis? In space! Haha! That is fantastic. We've got quite a bit of momentum going here, carrying us up. We should see a third contract here. So these are just, I guess, notices, this thing. Launch a new vessel has happened. Contract complete has happened. So what is... They're not telling me what these do. I'll just close that. I don't want to trash it because I don't want to risk losing anything. Alright, here we go. 3,000 meters, 2,000 meters, 1,000 meter, and... Oh, it says space already. We have reached space. Having reached space, let's EVA on our ship in freefall here. Get an EVA report. Save that. Climb back in. Woo! Got the up close and personal view there. Let's do a crew report. We're definitely in space now. Excellent. Now we have no way of recharging our electricity, so might as well just keep those reports until we land. Yeah, I'll turn the SAS off. We don't need that either. Let's just time warp to the end of our trip here. Hopefully we won't come down in the mountains. That's concerning. Back in the atmosphere. And down we go. Now, it looks like we're headed for the plains. Now, I think you get money back for recovering parts, and I think you get more money, like a greater percentage, for landing as close to the space center as possible. So, we're gonna have to try for that. We're also going to have to try for... I don't know if in this version... Like, if we have boosters on... That looks like the Death Star. The moon's got this very prominent spot right here that I don't remember it having. Or perhaps that's no moon. But, I think... Oh, let's go ahead and trigger the chute so that it deploys. I think if you attach parachutes to some of the stuff whenever we can jettison things, we might actually be able to recover some of those parts as separate pieces. Alright, here we go. Alright, hopefully we lose enough momentum here on the way down that the chute doesn't tear off when it deploys. Also, hopefully we don't come down on this mountain right here. For heaven's sakes. It's scary. What is our velocity here? Coming down under 500. Okay, I think we'll be good when the chute deploys. I'm not too concerned. The chute has a little while till it goes. And it looks like we're gonna get right in this little low spot between the mountains. Might be a little tough to get to us there, but I will take it. KSP is off, or KSC rather, is off in that direction as I recall. If I have any sense of direction at all. And I see you there, Moon. We will be gunning for you shortly. Let's go ahead. Can we do in-vehicle camera? Here's our radar altitude. That's what I'm interested in. So it's saying 1,000 meters right about here. Okay, so that should mean about 1,500 meters is when the chute will deploy. Oh, there it went. Success. And we are falling at 16.3 meters per second, which means we're definitely going to lose some parts. Hopefully we can absorb enough shock with the engines here that we don't lose too much of the vessel. And that Jebediah survives, because losing an astronaut, a Kerbonaut, will definitely not help with the prestige here. Oh, look how far up the prestige is shot. And look how much money we've got, 53,000 now. Alright, brace for impact. Ooh! Oh! Oof. Hey, we'll get to take one of the solid rocket boosters back with us. Huzzah! And you know what? We're on the ground. Let's go ahead and EVA. Oh, hatch is obstructed. No, it's not. That hatch is not obstructed. Can I roll at all? Let's try it again. Nope. Okay, we won't get out here. Darn it. Good enough, though. Recover vessel. Alright, so we got our crew report, we got our EVA report, we recovered the vessel. So that's our science. That there's 1321 science from that, plus the science that we transmitted, brings us to 50 science currently. Parts. Oh, look at that. We got some funds back for the command pod, the parachute, the antenna. They want to reuse the antenna. The fuel tank. That's interesting. Oh, part value, okay, it's times 3. That makes sense. The girders, we had 4 of those, so we got that back. Solid fuel booster. Oh, we got stuff back for the fuel too. Monopropellant, because we don't have RCS thrusters, so we didn't use any of the monopropellant that's in the command pod. So that's 11.25 funds. Alright, and then crew. Jebediah Kerman is available for new missions. Plus 25 reputation. Awesome! So let's go check out... Ooh, mission control. Please make a selection. Okay, so what do we got here? Archives. This is the stuff that we succeeded. And then the failed and canceled. So it's all completed here. Very good. Now what do we got here? Test Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbal. Let's see. We want you to test the Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbal. To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. We're flying at Kerbal between 18.5 and 27.8 at a speed of, oh wow. There's a lot of criteria here. Okay, what about this one? Test that in flight over Kerbal. Test stack decoupler in flight over Kerbal. Okay. That we might be able to do. Let's go ahead and accept that one and see if we can't pull this one off. We'll just do the one right now. And let's go back to the astronaut complex real quick, see if we have anybody good. Not really. Back to the VAB. Let's construct a new vessel. Let's go new. Alright, it's gonna be a command pod as per usual. We need the antenna on it as per usual. Actually, let's put the antenna back here where I usually put it. I need a parachute to save my soul. And then, okay, so this is the new guy. TR-18 stacked decoupler. Excellent. So we'll throw that on there. Now our contract requires that we test it at specific places. So I think what we're gonna do, we don't need a whole lot of propulsion here. I think we're gonna just do this. Throw on the stack decoupler, and then throw on the solid rocket booster as well. And hopefully we can get to the proper speed for one of these two. And we will call this the Lawn Dart Park 1. Save. And staging controls look okay. We'll say launch. Okay, so they want to test the stack decoupler in flight over Kerbal. We need to be flying, so not orbiting. That's not going to be a problem. Altitude 13.6 to 16.3. Oh, maybe I didn't put enough oomph on this to do that. And we need a speed of 250 to 450. Alright, well, we'll just do our best here. And hopefully this will work out. So, 3, 2, 1, go! And up we go. We are flying at Kerbal. Very good. What does it say? Note. To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Yes. We are aware of that. So up we go. This one I think is going to decouple before we've met any of the test conditions. Although we are getting some good speed going. So I'm happy with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throttle this down because we're not going to need a whole lot of throttle to maintain the speed range that they want. But we need to get above 13.6. And I don't think we're going to get above 13.6 with this one, but hopefully this one will decouple just fine. Okay, let's throw that away. Bring that up. Okay, now we just need to get to the proper altitude. And I don't want to gain too much speed here. Gonna bring it down a bit. We're right in the butter zone. Okay, 13.6 happening very shortly. Oh, don't go too fast. Alright, we've met our criteria. We're gonna kill the engine, decouple. Success! We've completed the contract. Very interesting. That adds a whole new dimension to this game. I don't think there's any new crew report or anything to do. I'm just going to go ahead and deploy the chute. Which will slow us down in a very dramatic way. Whoop. Jeb's tipping over. Yeah. This looks really ridiculous. It just deployed straight through the part. Uh-oh. 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 We better miss this guy, because it's coming up still faster than we are. I think we're gonna be okay. Why isn't this yanked me back around? With the force of drag. Ooh. That was cool. Whoa. Alright, that guy seems to be falling off to our side, so I think we'll be alright. It is dangerous, man. Testing these parts in these ways. I don't know. Alright, it's falling back down faster than us now. We're not gonna hit it. It might land on, you know, the astronaut complex or the visitor center. I guess we don't have a visitor center. It will land where the visitor center shall be built. But yeah, it's looking good. Alright, well I think that's gonna do it. We're gonna just fast forward here real quick to... Let's switch to the camera mode. I think that's all we're gonna test this episode though. Let's go ahead and fast forward this until it says we're about to hit the 500 meter mark. I don't like being time warped, the physics time warp when the chute deploys, because the forces get calculated wrong, and the chute can rip right off. But we'll just go down here within... That was the, that was our other part hitting the ground. Wonder what it hit. It might have actually... It seemed like it was aiming for over that way, but it might have actually hit a building, for all I know. I was busy looking at my instruments. Alright, down we get. We're gonna land very, very close to the launch pad, so we'll have to compare and see if the value for recovering these parts is higher because we're closer to the pad. In fact, they could probably just roll the vehicle out from the VAB and just pick us up. And touchdown. Huzzah! Hey, we can EVA this time. Let's go ahead and have you get down. And we will take a surface sample from Kerbal Shores, it says. Interesting. And an EVA report. We didn't need a spacesuit, I agree. Now, if I come up on here somewhere, like now I'm part of KSC, will they give me a different... actually, you know what? I'd have to store things first. Let's store that information. And now that we're up here, will we get a different EVA report? Yes, from KSC. And we'll get a surface sample, too. This substance is what makes the scientists yell at us when we go into the labs without cleaning our boots first. That's awesome. Alright, let's climb back in and let them pick us up as one unit. Grab and board. Fantastic. And recover vessel. So we got another completed contract. Well, that's 4 completed contracts now. I think the trash can is so that you can remove those from the checklist. But here we are. Surface sample gave us some science. EVA report, another surface sample, another EVA report. Recovery of the vessel. So we're up to 79 science. Parts. Yeah, I think this is a higher number, isn't it? Wasn't it 3 something last time? I'll have to check the tape. Communitron, parachute. I don't know, this parachute number seems similar. Got the monopropellant back. And Jeb is good to go. We're up to 236 reputation. Look how high up the meter there our reputation is. Fantastic. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and start unlocking parts in the Research and Development Center. And we will see you in the next episode of Kerbal Space Program. Bye!